Hey guys, today we're going to be making a homemade lasagna, and right here we have a pound of ground chuck that we're going to be seasoning with garlic, salt, and pepper. And I'm going to chop up a little bit of this bell pepper and this onion and some garlic cloves to put in the meat, and that'll be our first step. So here we have our chopped up bell pepper, onion, and garlic, and it's going to go in the pan with the meat. Can you come scrape it off in there?
Yeah.
So we're just going to brown the meat with the vegetables in it, and when it's done we'll drain it. Over here's the water for the noodles. There's just a little bit of salt and olive oil in there. Gotta bring it to a boil. But in here, as far as seasonings, it's just Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and some basil.
Yeah.
Basil, yep. So while Lane's over there browning the meat and veggies, we're gonna mix up the ricotta cheese mixture. And I'm gonna take half of this out, and I'm gonna add some Parmesan and garlic salt and mix it all together for the ricotta layer inside the lasagna. Okay, the ricotta cheese mixture is done. I went ahead and added about a tablespoon of parsley flakes in there too. So it was half of the tub of the ricotta, some Parmesan cheese, some garlic salt, and some parsley flakes. And it's a pretty good amount. That's done. I think the ground meat has been brown now. Yep. So we're gonna drain the grease off in the strainer. And we'll get back to you in a sec. Okay, so we've drained the grease off of the meat, and now we're just gonna add a little bit of marinara sauce in here. Just enough to wet the meat and give it the flavor. So we'll stir it up and see. We'll let it simmer because we need the rest of the sauce for the other layers of the lasagna. And this was about a pound of meat. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. I think it needs a little bit more. What do you think? Do you think that's enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay, so we're just gonna simmer this for a little while so it soaks in all the marinara flavor in the meat. And our water is boiling, so we're gonna put the noodles in there and let them cook. Okay. Okay, so now we have our lasagna noodles boiled and ready to put in here. We're going to be using this aluminum lasagna pan. Gone ahead and put a little bit of sauce in the bottom, which keeps the bottom layer from getting crispy. And just going to build it. Put them 3 noodles across the bottom. Looks good. Now we'll get the meat mixture and put it on top of these noodles with a little bit of sauce. this one. Because the meat has sauce in it already. So just put a little bit in here. Kind of like you do your tortillas when you make enchiladas. Just scrape it all in there.
You want to add a little bit of meat somewhere else, or?
No, we're not doing that many layers. If I had cooked 2 extra noodles, we could do 2 layers of meat.
I'm going to add some cheese on the meat.
Yeah. If I had 2 extra noodles cooked, I'd be doing half of the meat on the bottom and half of it on another layer. But we're only going to use 9 noodles, so you could call it low carb lasagna. Is it even?
Tastes good though.
Yeah, the meat tastes amazing. I'm gonna turn the other light on. Let's see if it. Just put a tiny bit. A little bit of mozzarella, and then we'll put our next layer of noodles. On this one, we're going to put all of this ricotta. And do you think we should put sauce first? I think on top of it, because it'll be easier. It'll get really messy, or what do you think? Sauce first?
Or no, let's just go ahead and put this in there.
Just like scoop it out like in big chunks in different spots and then spread it. We're using it all. This ricotta cheese came out really good with the ingredients that I put in there. Just scrape it dry. Can I finish it? It looks fun. You hold the camera. Ooh, we're painting the canvas. I guess it's like baking, like icing a cake. Get it everywhere evenly. Looks really good. So come over here.
Maybe we should chop this part out and like fast forward it.
Nah, I'll do a premiere. So. That's fine. Okay. Well, there's still a little bit in here. Alrighty. So now a little bit more sauce on this layer. Or a lot of more. This is going to be so good. I have no doubt about that. Right, it's better to put it on top of the ricotta than underneath because it would have got really messy when we were trying to spread it. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now our last layer of noodles. You want to do?
Yeah.
You want to use this one to make it full, or do you want to use this?
Might as well.
Okay.
Sauce.
The rest of the sauce, yep. Just shake it all out of there.
Yeah, we're lazy. Use jar sauce.
It's good though. It's Prego. Prego is good. Actually, I don't want to put the cheese on yet. I want to bake it for a little while first and then put the cheese on because I don't want the cheese to turn brown.
Alright.
So we're gonna put it in the oven.
You don't have much cheese in it. Now think about it.
Like, it's gonna be on top. Has a whole big old thick layer of ricotta cheese and Parmesan in there. Some people put the cheese on during the whole baking period, but it always comes out overdone. I don't like my mozzarella overcooked on anything, especially my pizza. I hate getting brown cheese on my pizza.
Put that side.
I can't see it. Probably need some more sauce. Go ahead and turn the oven on 350. After it gets up to temp, we're going to put this in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. And then we'll take it out and put the cheese on. Okay, I went ahead and added a quarter of another jar of sauce because it didn't look like enough to me, and put some more Parmesan on here. I'm going to put it in the oven now because it's at 350. It's been preheated. And then after about 15 to 20 minutes, I'll be putting the mozzarella on top and then baking it for another 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes. So I'll see you in a bit after the initial baking time. So now we've baked the lasagna for 17 minutes on 350. So we're gonna put the mozzarella cheese on top. Don't be shy with it, layer it on thick.
It's kind of moist.
It's the good stuff, Dan. Don't like dry cheese. Put the whole pound on there. Cheesier the better. I'm addicted to cheese. Let's cover up all the edges. All of these. Push it up over Looks good. So right now I'm going to turn the temp down to 300 and put it back in for about 7 minutes or until the cheese looks done.
I have to grab it with my hands. Watch out, Paul.
There's some definite heat coming up over here.
Alright, we'll be back.
Yep. See you in 7 minutes. Here's our lasagna. Cheese is all melted. It's done. I think we'll let it rest for about 5 minutes before we cut into it. And then we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, Lane is cutting him a piece of lasagna.
It's hot.
This piece is supposed to go with you. Looks good. Our 3 layers of noodles.
Good to go.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Oh, yeah.
have it. Lane and Christy made lasagna. And it is good. So I'm going to cut me a piece and have some. Thanks for watching. Click the like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate everyone that's watching this. And I will catch you on the next one.